I just need to go. I've actually been feeling really down. I love these. I use these in a lot of different recipes, and I'm going to use just one. I found this one for $2, and Hi friends, welcome back. It is so good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. This is Wednesday for us, and it is the very first official week of fall. So happy fall / autumn to you. It's super exciting. It is currently 83 degrees. It has been super hot here in East Tennessee, so it really hasn't been feeling much like fall, but I am going to be decorating the log cabin for fall within like the next few days. I really should probably start on that today, but today I just need to go. I don't know exactly where we're going in this video together, but we're just gonna hang out. I know that I'm gonna go to one ministry thrift store, one of my favorites. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for some lights for the mantle. I could probably dig them out of my Christmas decor in the storage building, but I have to climb up on a ladder. I'm terrified of heights. So if I can find some, maybe even orange ones, who knows? And then possibly I want a sign for the mantle on the fireplace. So I'm looking for that. And I think there was one other thing that I was kind of looking for, but I don't remember what it is. But I really have Wendy's on my mind, so we might end up there. But anyway, let me get my seatbelt on. Little Arthur is having a nap. Okay, come along for our day. I don't know about the quality of this video because I'm recording on my old camera. I'm having Wendy's. So I have not had this meal since I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes, which was probably around like 30 weeks of pregnancy. This was not the main cause of diabetes, but this was certainly a contributing factor. A number 6, and it is a spicy chicken sandwich. Now, McDonald's has a pretty good spicy chicken sandwich, but in my opinion, Wendy's just has the best. If you are into a spicy chicken, it is so yummy. But I do have a question for you. When did people stop using signal lights? Like, everybody on the way here, not one person uses signal light. And also, whenever I was like 18, when I took my driver's license test, I don't know if this is for every state, but it was always a requirement that the length that you are supposed to be behind the vehicle in front of you is 2 car lengths long. And so I've always stuck to that. I don't like it when people just get right on my hind end. It's not going to make me go any faster because I am one of those people who enjoy following the rules. Now, I may push it a little bit and go like 5 miles over, but I'm going to go the speed limit for the most part. All right, here's the spicy chicken. Doesn't look as good as it usually does, but it's got a tomato on there. Usually not this spicy, but it's spicy. And I'm having a Coke. So, I've actually been feeling really down. And, lots of things. I'm feeling the same weight of the world and everything that's going on, but then the war, in the Middle East, and then, just the battle within, the battle with relationships, just everything. I have definitely been feeling all of that the same way that you have as well. So, my brother, who's 41 years old, I've shared with you before that he has chronic leukemia, and the leukemia has gone to his heart, and his heart already functions very poorly. He's had a lot of issues with it, had a widowmaker heart attack, and they want to put a device in his heart to make it work better, but they said that he's not strong enough for the surgery. And then the leukemia has also now gone to his eyes, and he's losing his vision. They've just done a brain scan, and then as of this week, on his toe, he's gotten a diabetic ulcer, which is very serious. They said it's a very bad case of it. So then you're possibly thinking of amputations, and you know, for someone that you love to suffer and to hurt, and there's nothing that you can do about it or anything, it hurts deep. And I don't know. You know, it seems like everything else is so insignificant, you know, when somebody is fighting for their health and going through so much, you know. But that's why me and Arthur are just going to get out today. I'm going to just try to feel better. This is Wednesday, so we always go and visit Mama and Papa on Wednesdays. We may go do that today, but I'm going to enjoy my sandwich. And then we're going to run over to the thrift store. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul. We worship your holy name. That's definitely fitting, because there's one verse that I dwell on often, but especially right now, and it's in Psalm, and it says, "O soul, why are you so cast down? Put your trust in God." Go look around for a little bit. You need a diaper change? Yeah, you smell good. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right, we're ready. Super busy. These are Lauren Conrad. I don't even know how long I have been in the store, but I have been talking to a lady named Rita Goolsby. She told me to look her up on Facebook. But we just talked forever. So we're just checking out the furniture, but we're ready to check out. It's like 1:30, so we may go somewhere else because I don't know if I'm ready to go home yet. Here. Okay, I'll clean. Come on. Well, I spent $10, so we did get a few little things. It's $142. I'm burning up. We have friends in like all of the little stores that we go to. I don't know if I want to go on to Athens today to go to Hobby Lobby and try to find a sign and some lights and stuff, because I also think I need to get some coffee. That was the thing that I had forgot. I need to get coffee and a poster board. So I think we're just going to go on, like, head toward home and stop at like the store on the way home. That's what we're going to do. I just almost witnessed a wreck. Well, we're at the next place. The last place, they are all the local churches. Look at my hair. Arthur pulls big chunks of it out. But they feed people and they help our community in a great way. And yeah, they're wonderful. And actually, the lady I was talking to, Rita, it was my first time ever meeting her. She said that when her house burnt 3 years ago, they had to go out and buy a deep freezer because that ministry showed up and, honey, filled them to the brim, shed tears in her eyes telling me this. And this is why I support these places, you know. But I'm at the next one, and this place supports our animals. It's how they built that brand new beautiful animal shelter, so I love to come here and support them. But might as well just run in here, and then I guess we'll probably go to Walmart. It's looking like it's going to storm, and so I don't know if we're going to go visit Mama and Papa today, but we're going to go in here. I don't know if I'm going to film anything, but we'll definitely do a haul and show you what I got at least. Arthur. Got a chair. One last stop, Walmart. Can you handle it? Well, we survived Walmart. It is now after 4 o'clock, and I am exhausted. People really love babies, don't they? It's amazing. Every time I take him out, oh, his big blue eyes, you know. Anyways, he's such a blessing. He's such a great baby. We've had a great day together, just mommy and baby. So now for dinner, I've got beef laid out. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, either tacos or chili or just something easy, really, because I want to get off my feet. They're swollen. They've still been swollen since I've been pregnant. The swelling, yeah, it still hasn't gone down. So that's one of the things I'm going to talk to him about at the doctor on Friday. But let's go home. We made it back home, and I have decided that I am just going to cook up a super easy chili. This chili is really good, and it's like the easiest thing ever, but I am looking for a new chili recipe, so if you have a favorite, leave it down in the description for me. I would like to try like a copycat Wendy's chili kind of recipe, maybe. I never tried the cans because they're $5 a can, and I refuse to give $5 for a can of chili. So I don't know what it is with Wendy's in this vlog, but I really don't eat there that often. Maybe once every like 3 months or something. I mean, honestly, maybe even longer than that. It's pretty rare. But I've got my beef going, so let me just show you how I make this chili. I've got 1 pound of beef going, and I'm going to use 2 cans of the mixed chili beans. These are so good if you've never bought them from Walmart. I love these. I use these in a lot of different recipes, and I'm going to use just 1 diced tomato. You could use 2 if you wanted to, but 1 is good. And I've just got this hot chili packet that David usually uses for like venison, but that's what we got, and that's what we're going to use. I've got some sweet cornbread that we need to use up. oyster crackers. I'll probably make a grilled cheese just to make sure that David has enough to eat. We've got Ritz crackers, and then I've got cheese and sour cream in the refrigerator that you could put in your chili as well. About done?
I didn't think it was hot.
I can definitely taste the cayenne. So in the backfield, there's something back here. David thinks it's like a bobcat or something, but we have 3 bucks that are hanging out together. They have 3 really big racks, and then there's a mama and a baby that are hanging out back here, and then we did have some coyotes running wild, but we haven't seen those in a while, and mom and baby are still here, so that makes me feel good. Hopefully they've gone away. But anyway, it is Arthur's night time, so he's gonna go ahead and say bye. Say thank you spending time with us. Say thank you, it's been a good day. I got his milk going. I'm gonna get him changed, wipe him down real good, get him on some clean clothes. We'll do our nighttime routine, and then I need to come back and clean up the kitchen. So we still have to do a thrift haul also. He is 20.4 pounds.
20 and a half.
20 and a half, bud.
Is filled with silence. We're alone and frightened. All we do is lie. Throw away our labor like a piece of paper, gone and won't be found. And ooh, 'cause you were not you were not wrong. And ooh, 'cause we are not one. You've blown out the last ray and buried us in cold waves. I'm dancing in the mess you left behind. Oh, now you don't know me, can't control or own me, but you're the one who's playing with my mind. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. You head for north, I'm south. Though you're gone, it feels like something's watching me. I turn my head around to see if the stalker is you, but all I see is rain. And ooh, 'cause you were right all the time. And ooh, 'cause we are not fine. You've blown out the last ray and buried us in cold waves. I'm dancing in the mess you left behind. Oh, now you don't know me, can't control or own me, but you're the one who's playing with my mind. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. Yeah, so I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. Ooh, I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. You've blown out the last ray and buried us in cold waves. I'm dancing in the mess you left behind. Now you don't know me, can't control or own me, but you're the one who's playing with my mind. So I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. So I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. Room is filled with silence. We're alone and frightened. All we do is lie.
No one wants to endure struggles in life or to be in painful circumstances, but unfortunately, they are a part of life. However, just because we are facing difficult times in life does not mean we have to be overtaken by them. We still have control of our actions and attitudes toward a situation. In fact, James tells us to consider it pure joy whenever we face trials of many kinds. Does this mean we must constantly put on a happy attitude and hide our feelings? No, this is not what this passage is saying. Even Jesus cried at the death of his friend. Rather, this passage is pointing out how good can come from hardships and how our faith during trying times produces perseverance and maturity. Even in our hardest times, when we are far from happy, we can still be full of joy by remembering that our pain is temporary and by focusing on the good that it can produce.
Stretching out on my path, and moments are quicker than last. Time goes, I'm tired, and finding it harder to see the kindness you told us to be. I'm trying to hope, but I trust and know you'll make a way. You'll make a way. You'll make a way.
It's the next Wednesday. Last night it was storming so hard when I got everything done, and so I just went on to bed. The baby is taking a nap. We have been up since 5 a.m. this morning. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but he's resting really well right now, but he'll probably be up soon. The day has just been a day where we've been at home. Let's see, it's 1 o'clock right now, and I'm currently drying my 3rd load of laundry. And the day that this comes out, that you're going to be seeing it, is the actual day that I am recording it. So, hey, in real time. But I have a haul that I want to share with you. Looking at all of this, you know what? I didn't spend hardly anything. And I didn't think I got that much, but I got a little bit more than I thought. So, I'll just try to go through this quickly. So, I'm going to try to stay in order. That very first store that we went to, that ministry store, I got this. It's a Skip Pop. It's a whale, and it goes over the bathtub spout. So we got that. I think that was probably $1. To be honest, the lady up front, I think she really likes me, and I don't know, she always gives me a discount, but my bill is always cheaper than what I think it's going to be. I think it's just because of Arthur. They call him King Arthur. But I found this when I was talking to Rita. So this is by the brand Miracle Made, and it's from West Bend, Wisconsin. Made in the USA. And this is much nicer than the pan that I have right now. I use it for cornbread, and it was $1. And it is super nice. I'm gonna have to look this brand up and see what all else that they make. And then using these shoes, these are from Lauren Conrad, size 9, because my foot size has went up half a size since having a baby. Maybe because they're still swollen, but anyway, these fit me perfectly, brand new with tags, and they were $3. So I'm super happy about those. And then the last 2 things that I got at that store, I got this. It's for him to wear right now. It just looks like him. So I got that. Baby clothes there are $2. And I also got this for $2. It's a Burt's Bees. It's a sleep sack. This one is much thicker and heavier than the ones that he uses right now for summer. This is the next size up. It's going to be 22 to 28 pounds. And I'm not sure how much these are, but I'm pretty sure these are like $30 to $45 or something for the Burt's Bees ones. So really nice and excellent shape, super comfortable. It's like a comforter for him for when it gets really cold. And this was $2 as well. Moving on to that next store, that's the one that supports animals. All of their houseware stuff, or like kitchen stuff, was 50% off. So I did get this steaming basket. It was $1.50, so I gave 75 cents for it, which is awesome because we are ready to start introducing some new foods in various forms. I just finished my 3rd book about feeding and baby-led weaning and spoon feeding and all of that. And so I feel confident going into this next chapter. But some of the things that I'm going to be steaming is peas, broccoli, cauliflower, apples, butternut squash, sweet potatoes, pears, zucchini, spinach, carrots, and asparagus. But anyway, that was a blessing. That was something that I needed. And then this, it was 50% off, so I gave 50 cents for it. Now, it is missing the spoon, but it's really not a big deal because I've got a spoon that can go in it, but it looks very much like Ray Dunn, and it is called Hearth and Hand with Magnolia. Is that Target, like Hearth and Hand? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Is that, what's that girl's name? See, I'm out of the loop on everything. I don't actually know, but I think Hearth and Hand with Magnolia. What is that girl's name? Chip and something other, where they have a TV show. I'm not really sure. I never really even watched it, but I'm aware of who they are. I don't know. You'll just have to let me know. But anyways, it still has the sticker on it for $16.99, so it's new. So it was worth 50 cents. And then I got These diapers, these are from Walgreens, and they're a size 7, and I gave $3 each for them. 20 diapers, and I took one out of the package. They're super soft. We've been very fortunate with that we haven't had any allergies or anything like that when it comes to certain diapers. So when I find things on sale, I do buy them and I stash them back for later. That is me, you know, being frugal and the bargain shopper that I am, trying to save money for the future. And by the way, if you like Huggies Snug and Dry, they're $10 off right now at Walmart. So I'm considering going ahead and picking up like a box of size 6 and size 7 and stashing those back for later, and that'll be a $20 savings. But for $3 for these diapers, I thought that we would go ahead and just pick those up. Now, something could change tomorrow and he could develop an allergy. What's funny is David's grandmother, she raised 8 children, and she said that she would never let plastic touch her babies, but she'd never use that. She used cloth diapers. Each their own. You have to do what's best for your child, but her opinion on that was it's all plastic. Unless you're using cloth diapers, it doesn't really matter if this brand is marketed that it's better for your baby, because it's still plastic. So unless you're using cloth diapers, you're not doing anything spectacular, you know, so you just find the ones that work for you and find the ones that you can afford, and you're doing a good job, mama. This perfect because I've been wanting a pumpkin, but I've already got his little costume. And anyways, I found this one for $2 and it does fit him. I tried it on him in the store. It is so cute, so cute. Okay, so I found this sign. And you know what's funny is I just seen this sign at the dentist office in one of the exam rooms, and they decorate so awesome, like so beautiful for every single season. And I gave $4 for it, and I think this may be the sign that goes on the mantle. If not, I can set this by the front door. I'm not really sure, but we'll find something to do with it. But it had come from Hobby Lobby for $34.99. So for $4, I thought that was a really good deal for that. And then the last thing that I got from that store, this one is by Ingenuity, and you know, it does need to be clean and wiped down, but the straps and everything, they're super clean. It's in really good condition when it comes to the straps, and that's what's really important to me, because the rest of this is just going to wipe off. But this was $5, and this is going to be to, you know, sit in the kitchen chair, so when he gets a little bit bigger, it's his booster seat for the table, so, or for other things, whatever you might need it for. But I thought it was definitely worth $5, so I picked that up. Lastly is the Walmart haul. You seen me put candy into the glass pumpkin yesterday, so I got that bag of candy. What's funny is David said, we don't have anything sweet or anything chocolate in this house, and I'm like, actually, I did pick up something sweet today, so he was very pleased about that. I got this OxyClean. It's the White Revive, because you all recommended that to me when I asked you, so thank you very much. And Bryce, you said specifically that you like to use the liquid kind, and what's funny is when I went over, they had one left. It was this one, and it just so happened to be on markdown for $3.50 when it was like $7.87, $8 or something like that. So it was meant to be. But thank you for everyone who recommended this. I'm certainly going to give it a shot and see if I can't whiten our sheets. I got this Harvest Berry for the kitchen. I'm just about out of soap, so it's fitting. I hope it smells as good as what it smelled like in the store, because you know you can smell a bunch of them. But I think that one's going to be amazing. I grabbed some coffee. I've been using Dunkin's instead of McCafe, the McDonald's one here lately, just to switch things up. And I got this. It's for face paint for little Arthur's costume. His cousin is turning 1, and they're having a dress-up party, so I may find a little something. We'll see, to be determined, but I am going to dress him up, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But I got these lights. You know, I was going to chicken out, and I was just going to get some warm, regular, basic lights, but They didn't have any, so I got the orange ones, so I'm curious to see how this is going to look on the fireplace mantle. And then here's the last thing, and then we're done. These were on clearance. Now, they did have swim trunks and shorts and full outfits and all kinds of other things for like 50 cents and $1, so I would go check that out if, you know, you want to stock up for later. But, okay, so this plain black shirt, this was 50 cents. And then these are all 12 months, and these were all $1. So I did go ahead and pick them up. This one, we've got Spider-Man. We've got Ninja Turtles. And Mario. So for literally $3.50, I've got 4 little shirts to throw back for later. Well, that is all of my thrift goodies. I love everything that I got, and I saved money, and so you know that that makes me happy. But you know, we have plans, we have goals, we have things that we are working toward. Like, we are wanting to build a house very soon. I did get Wendy's, which is something that, you know, we don't do very often, because if you think about it, if you just skip the drive-through every now and then and you save $10, well, you know, that $10 is going to buy a box of nails. Probably not in today's economy, but just hypothetically, that $10 will buy a box of nails. And then the next time that I save $10, then I'm going to buy a piece of wood, because I'm going to start building a wall. And I keep saving $10 and buying a piece of wood, save $10, buy a piece of wood, and before you know it, I've got an entire wall that has been built. You know, you think that these little savings here and there, that they don't actually make a difference, but they do. Just keep chipping at it and keep working towards something, because, you know, in today's economy, you know, everything is so high, and I don't know anybody that hasn't had to, you know, make some sort of adjustments, you know, and with the way that they live, and cut back in some area. But anyway, that is my rant for today. We have plans. We have things that we're working toward, and I love to save money. So anyways, and thrifting is so much fun, right? It's therapy. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope that you're doing well. Love you. You keep fighting that good fight of faith, and the Lord willing, we'll see you again very soon. Bye.